Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video and welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate everyone being here. As always, please do like and subscribe before we begin. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, we are taking a quick look today at Vechain here. As we can see, it's having a very decent little move off this downside move that it had recently, isn't it? Obviously, we had some issues a few weeks ago with a lot of those larger altcoins like Polygon and Vechain, for example, having that huge rollover and capitulation from support. You can see quite clearly on the chart, I've had all of this marked out for a long ass time now, to be honest. Just a little recap of the past year or so that we've seen. Obviously that big ranging motion that we'd go through, you can see resistance support, and then we finally fell because of the FTX collapse, coming down in this descending wedge kind of formation here. We get the deviation back inside the range, and then you can see we come down, lost support again, came down, back tested this area here, and then just completely rolled to the downside in a massive way for a lot of altcoins. You can see Vechain here at that time heading down in this descending wedge, that swing high up at around 3.2 cents, and then obviously you can see here coming down, making lower lows and lower highs, and then we just absolutely rolled out the bottom of the descending wedge like a beast. Obviously got a nice little wick back up above 1.5 cents, a little deviation of the lows here to probably take out a few stop losses, and then you can see here we've ran all the way back up really nicely inside the descending wedge, actually showing quite a decent bit of momentum back to the upside here, with Bitcoin looking like potentially it could be breaking out again to the upside soon. Obviously a high correlation to Bitcoin right now with price action. When we roll over like 20% more than Bitcoin. When we pump up the same amount. So generally speaking, altcoins bleeding against Bitcoin in terms of dominance right now. But you can see over the past week or so, Vechain has been consolidating under this resistance. I did actually have a short position open here, but when I saw yesterday that it would come down again, back down to around this area here, I think I pretty much closed this at break even, because I had the suspicion that Bitcoin looked like it was about to break to the upside. And if that is the case, obviously we will see this position getting stopped out and the continuation back to probably the top of this wedge up at around that, above the 2 cent level, I would say up to around 2.2 cents if that's the case. So I just closed this short position at around break even when it came back down again in this little range here that we've been in. A little look at the hourly time frame will show you that we've been in a little bit of a range here. You can see between these two levels for about the past week or so now. We came up into this level, rejection, and then you can see we've just been consolidating, but right now looking like we potentially could be looking at a little run to the upside. And obviously if that's the case, we would have got stopped out in this position. So I closed it at a break even, and right now just waiting and seeing what's happening next. But for me, this is looking pretty promising. Like we could see a little breakout to the upside for Vechain, provided that Bitcoin does basically behave. It's looking like right now it's sitting at that resistance still. You can see we are trying to break above that level, but we do keep getting rejected at these highs. You can see a nice little run up here to try and run out, but again a rejection and consolidation in this area. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next for Vechain, but I am fairly bullish right now. Obviously back inside this descending wedge, you'd probably say a retest of the high is probably the next best thing that will be on the cards at around 2.1 cents. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please do like and subscribe, get involved in the content, leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video.